What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of The Block is Hot. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm incredibly bullish on play to earn games in the crypto space. I personally think that this is an industry that is not only incredibly undervalued right now, but I also think this is an industry that is simply going to blow up and be a core aspect of our everyday lives in the future. One of these games that I'm actually most bullish on is called Illuvium. They're doing some incredible things, and in this video, I'm going to be going over exactly what they are, all the different information you have to know, and what I personally think this game is going to become in the future. But without further ado, let's get into it. So what exactly is Illuvium? Well, Illuvium is an upcoming play-to-earn open world RPG game being built on the Ethereum blockchain. What's going to happen, guys, is you're going to be able to cross all of these different beautiful and unique worlds and planets and capture these monsters called alluvials. There are going to be over 100 different types of alluvials that you can find in this world. They're all going to have different rarities. They're all going to have different abilities. There's going to be different classes. So think of your warrior, think of your rogue. And there's also going to be 5 different elements such as air, wind, fire, or earth that these guys can have as well. What's going to happen, guys, is you're going to be able to go to all these different planets and worlds. You're going to be able to find these guys, and using shards, which are kind of like Pokeballs, you're going to be able to catch them. And when you catch them, you're going to be able to battle them. So you're going to be able to go on different adventures and do different quests. You're going to be able to battle other players, and through that process you're going to level them up and evolve them, and eventually they're going to get stronger and stronger and hopefully make you more money when you do these different future quests and future battles. Now, I think this concept is just super cool. I mean, I used to play World of Warcraft when I was younger, and as I got older and I stopped playing, I was like, man, if only I could make money from this. And I think a lot of people that are into gaming think the same way. It's like, oh man, I love doing this, but the problem is I can't make any money from it. And then some people are like, oh, maybe I'll make content from it, but not everyone's into making content and it's hard to do and all this stuff, right? So I think the coolest thing about crypto gaming and why I'm so excited about this project is they not only have an amazing concept, but they're literally making a game that can be fun to play while also earning you an income. And that's why I think a lot of the world is going to start going into these different crypto games, because it's like, why would I, for example, work at McDonald's and flip burgers for $10 an hour when instead I can play this video game, have a ton of fun, catch all these alluvials, maybe I find a rare one that's worth a ton of money, battle other people, make Ethereum while doing it, have an absolute blast, and then make $50 an hour, right? So I really like this project, and I love the art, I love the style of this, I love the idea with it. And as far as like crypto games in this space right now, there really aren't that many quality ones. So this is why it's really sticking out to me. These guys are obviously spending tens of millions of dollars on making this work, and because they're going to be one of the first major ones in this industry, I think they're going to get that, first starter advantage and really have their footing and a firm foundation. Because eventually, guys, you are going to have companies like Blizzard get into this. You're going to have companies like Epic Games get into this. This is inevitable. So it's cool to be able to see these early projects like this, because you could potentially be getting into one of the largest games in the crypto space, especially if this grows and blows up in the next 5, 10, 15 years like I think it will. The rest of the website looks super promising and honestly looks incredible. I mean, look at the different maps that we're going to be able to go to in this game, guys. This looks insane. If I actually hop into this game and it looks like this, I mean, my mind is going to be blown, and to be able to find different alluvials in these crazy looking worlds is going to be super cool. I mean, just imagine in the future when we're able to do this in VR and we're going to be able to look around and see these worlds. Like it's just going to be absolutely insane. And there's over 100 of these alluvials already. And once again, they look incredible. The animations look great. All of them have unique abilities and specialties and classes, right? And you're going to be able to pair them together and make a perfect team. So the crazy thing is, guys, is you are going to be able to make money from this game through the play to earn aspect. So for example, I can catch a bunch of these alluvials, and with those shards, which are those Pokeballs, maybe I spend $5, $10, whatever the number is on those shards, but then I can go around in this open world game, catch these different alluvials, and figure out combinations that go really well together when it comes to combat, because there's going to be different synergies and team comps that do better than others. And the better you can be at this game and the more strategy you use, then the more money you're going to make because you're going to win more. And then you level up your NFTs or your Illuvials, and now those are going to be worth more as well. So super cool. Like I'm just incredibly bullish on play to earn stuff, and I'm even more bullish when I actually see all of the stuff that this team has already done. Now, one of the things that scares me the most whenever I hear of Ethereum is gas fees. Like there are just so many gas fees and they are so expensive. But the cool thing is they actually are going to be on layer 2 with Immutable X. So all these peer-to-peer transactions that are going to happen in the game are actually not going to cost you any gas fees, which is a huge bonus. Now that all that said, I want to show you guys some of the gameplay and some of the footage that they have already leaked out. Now this video had premiered on October 30th of last year and has gotten over 920,000 views. I mean, this project, look how crazy this is. Like, look at these different worlds you can go to. The oceans, the lightning, the graphics, the moving of the character, all of these movements, the purple eyes, which looks crazy. Now they have these different arenas where you're going to be able to battle other people. So these are the different alluvials that these guys have, and they're all going to have different abilities in this gameplay. So as you see here, guys, this guy has 5 different alluvials. Let me fast forward a little bit, and they're going to be able to battle each other with your different strategies. So you're going to have to know the different abilities that different alluvials have, and you're also going to have to know your own so you can properly match them in this gameplay. It's going to be super cool. I like how there's a strategy aspect because I feel like a lot of the games out there right now in crypto are very, at this point, just randomly generated and building farms and luck based. So I like how they're actually doing all this stuff. This is basically the next level Axie Infinity, which I love to see, especially since this coin and this project is so much smaller than Axie Infinity. They also have a few more other videos with the gameplay that were more recent. So look at all these different animations, the colors, the graphics, the abilities. I mean, this is super cool because you got to think all these different alluvials are going to have different abilities in this game, and they're going to have different strengths and weaknesses. So for example, maybe the scorpion has some sort of poisonous sting, and you know, maybe this dodo bird looking thing has this whirlwind, and that guy's spinning around. I mean, it just looks super cool. Like this is gameplay that I would like to see and that I would personally like to experience. It just looks insane to me. Now I also wanted to show the different arena here so you guys can hopefully envision what I'm envisioning here. Imagine in 5-10 years putting on a VR headset, you've collected your alluvials because you got in early, you leveled them up, you got great synergies, you fused some of them together to get super strong guys. Now there's going to be huge tournaments where you're going to be able to go into these arenas in VR and you're going to be able to battle other people and make money. And if you don't believe that crypto gaming is the future, then I don't know what to tell you, because you're going to be able to work on your own time, on your own schedule, as many hours as you want, as little hours as you want, anywhere in the world. You're going to have no boss to tell you what to do, and you're going to be able to make a significant amount of money doing this. And what's crazy is people are already doing this stuff for free. So why the heck would this sort of thing not take off when people are already doing this for free, and gaming is one of the biggest industries and fastest growing sectors in the whole entire world? This is only possible through crypto and NFTs. And this is our future, whether you like it or not. And that's why I'm constantly looking at different gaming projects, because right now we're at the ground floor. Right now, we can get into these projects before they're even released, before this industry blows up, before people really know about it. And we can start getting these alluvials at the cheapest price ever and leveling them up so that in 5 years, now all of a sudden those alluvials might be worth $50,000 because we spent the time on leveling them up. Now that I hopefully convinced some of you guys to open up your mind a little bit to crypto gaming, there's a couple more things you have to know about this project as far as different things that are coming out very soon. Number 1. You can stake your Illuvium and get SLIV, which is going to be the main utility token in this game. Now we're fighting to earn Ethereum, but a lot of these different transactions and a lot of different things that you can purchase are going to be with this utility token. Now, one thing that did happen is that this token was actually hacked in the past, and that's why you can't stake and get that token right now. So sometime this month, you're gonna be able to stake, but instead of getting that ILV, SILV, you're going to be able to get SILV version number 2. So that's something big that's coming out. I wouldn't necessarily buy that utility token. I would simply buy Illuvium if you are going to invest in this project, and I would stake that so you can get those basically tokens as a passive reward. There's also a few other major things happening this month as well. They are selling 20,000 plots of their land out of 100,000 in total, and it's going to be a Dutch auction style. If you buy this land, you're going to be able to get kind of like a royalty share whenever someone catches alluvials on your piece of land. That's pretty much what it's sounding like. Pretty cool stuff. The second thing that's happening as well is that they're hopefully going to be releasing their avatars this month or potentially next month. So the little avatar chick behind me, hopefully you can buy her and she's going to be your avatar in the game, which is pretty cool. The last thing that I wanted to bring up, and the coolest thing that I feel like you guys should know, is that you can actually register right now for their closed beta, and their closed beta is going to start in this month or next month, which is super cool. Now, there's only going to be 500 slots available, but if you go on their website, you can click register, you can put your email address in, and you can fill out this form, and hopefully, if you're lucky, you can be one of those 500 people. Even if you're not, though, I would highly recommend registering, because it might be one of those situations where as they open up this closed beta and go into the open beta, maybe they'll give you priority since you registered really early. Because if you are able to get in early, you're going to have a head start over everyone else as far as the different information you gather and potentially even the alluvials you capture if they don't do a reset of this. I'm guessing they would do a reset of this, but at least you'd have the different information and experience from the game first. As far as price goes, gaming coins are very unique and you can't really put them into a box. They're almost like their own category. Like I could bring up their Twitter like I usually do and be like, oh wow, they have hundreds of thousands of followers and their team is doxed and all this stuff. Really, at the end of the day, guys, gaming coins are all about the game. And the question for most of us, or at least hope for most of us think this way, is we believe in crypto gaming, but we don't know which games are actually going to be able to deliver because it's such a hard task to be able to accomplish. Now, that should really make you think of two different things as an investor. One, it means that because it's high risk, that a lot of people won't invest in it in a bearish or sideways market. And that's exactly what happened, guys. Whenever we were going crazy in the market and there was a lot of euphoria and there was a lot of FOMO, a lot of money went into these different gaming coins and they went into meme coins, and it was this whole bullish cycle, right? So we have to realize that if we do continue to go downwards as a market and as we continue to have more fear and uncertainty and as we go sideways, then potentially a lot of money from these big crypto games are going to flow into safer options such as Bitcoin or yield farming with stable coins. The second thing we have to realize here, guys, is that a lot of these projects, because of the level of difficulty, because of the resources needed, because of how high risk this space is, that a lot of these gaming projects are simply going to fail. So one of the big things that we have to do as investors is figure out which ones are already a lot more successful and are a lot closer to being able to deliver on their promises and deliver on this game. And that's why I really like Illuvium. It is the 148th largest coin. So this is the third largest gaming project. The first being Axie Infinity, that I think is going to go up a lot, but the market cap is already super, super high. The second being Gala Games, which is more of a collaborate of games. And then you have Illuvium. So in my mind, it's like, hey, I might not get these 1000x gains that I might get if I find a gaming project that is only worth 10 million market cap, but I know that I'm a lot safer investing in something like Illuvium. And I know that Illuvium is probably going to be a lot more resilient in the market if the market just tanks than some of these other gaming projects that might not have as much capital or funding or backing. Overall, I actually think this is not a bad time to buy this coin. We know the land is about to come out this month. We know those avatars are about to come out. We know that staking in that new coin is about to come out. We know that closed beta is about to start, and we know that shortly after the closed beta, that open beta is going to start. So it's like one of those situations for me, it's like the market's been down. No one's been paying attention to gaming coins. We have one of the top gaming projects. That top gaming project has a lot of stuff releasing, and they're also going to be releasing the game soon. So in my opinion, it's like, holy crap, dude. Like, What a golden opportunity to get into something that no one's paying attention to. Now, I know, guys, we could go into a total bear market and people start, dumping these higher risk investments and going to other things, right? Like, I know that could happen. But I just think that there's so many different positives that are also happening, such as all that bullish news that is coming out soon. And I really just can't imagine this not being one of the top gaming projects in the long-term vision. Like, I think they're getting to the point where they're kind of too big to fail. And even if we do go into this crappy market for a while, I think that a lot of the main expenses and a lot of the main parts of the game, the core parts of the game, are already done. So overall, I do like this project. I haven't invested in it yet, but I'm going to shortly because I really do think that the opportunities in the crypto world, like a lot of them, are with these crypto games and CNFTs as well. So if you're not into CNFTs, Cardano NFTs, make sure to watch those videos because I make a lot of videos on that. But I really think these are the two biggest industries, and that's why I really wanted to cover this project and other projects in the gaming industry. Like, I don't know which ones are going to be the winners. This looks like one of the clear winners. But at the end of the day, even if I don't know which winners are going to happen and which losers are going to happen, I do know that crypto gaming as a whole is going to be a big win. And I think that this space is going to be one of the fastest growing spaces in the world over the next 20 years. And you'd be crazy to not at least have some of your money invested into some of these different gaming projects, just in case one of those really do succeed in the long run. That sums up today's video though, guys. I really like Illuvium. I really like crypto gaming. I really think this stuff could be bigger in the future. And I think that maybe being in a couple of these is not a bad idea, but obviously it's also not financial advice at all. It is totally just me having a good time and talking on the mic. But yeah, if you enjoyed it or learned something, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.